seeing more and more clients having difficulty to perform complicated data analysis. However, facing the challenge of data usage and also lacking a tool to do all this data consolidation. So by using BQL, the first thing that you can do is to streamline your spreadsheet and formulas. What does this mean? So if you are using our traditional formulas like BDP, BDH, or BDS, one of the limitations you probably find there is that it can only allows you to input one ticker for each formula. Say now I'm requesting the data for market cap for a list of different companies. Say I have 20 companies. Then if you are using BDP or BDH in this type of old formula, that means you need to use 20 times and use 20 formulas for each company. That will cause, first, it will make your Excel spreadsheet very slow. And second, it will make the whole layout very complicated and a lot of different formulas is embedded in different cells. So that's not efficient at all. But using BQL, it can help you to solve this limitation by allowing you to input multiple tickers into just one formula so that it can help you to streamline your formulas and also the layout of the spreadsheet. So let me use one example to explain these features. Say right now I want to get a list of different market cap for the airline companies. Say I have my list here, which is the peers to Singapore Airlines. I get this list, which is the target list that I want to get the market cap number for. So you can see here it's F column. In the traditional way, what we need to do is to use BDP, and then here we input or self-referencing the ticker, and then request for market cap. And then we drag and drop the same formula to fill the table and get this list. So this is our BDP output. But if using BQL, which is in C1, those cells I highlight in yellow, here you can see I efficiently do a quick cell referencing to the list here and inputting multiple tickers into one formula. And right now, just by using BQL, I can get the whole list of the market cap for different companies in my list. So what would be the benefit of this? First, of course, it can save you a lot of time by saving your job of drag and drop the formulas to fill the table. So it will help you to make your workflow more efficient. And secondly, in case of debugging, say, okay, I want to know what this data means, and if this data doesn't look right, I want to change the data field inside. If using BDP, probably need to check in one by one. However, here, since it's consolidated into only one formula, you can easily check what data field you're requesting and change it if needed. Say right now, I'm not interested in the market capitalization of this company. I'm interested in the volume traded for this company for today. So I can easily change to PX volume, which is the data field for shares traded for this company, and hit enter. So you can see everything will be changed and updated for you just within 1 second. So that's the first feature, which is help you to streamline your formulas and spreadsheets. The second one is what we call customizing your expressions. By saying so, actually this is something that we are seeing a lot of client requests from our day-to-day job as well. So although we offer a lot of data for you where you can check it easily in our data field finder. So we provide you a data field finder called FLDS where you can input keyword and to search the proper data you want to use. So although we offer a lot of data that you can just grab and use, however, for some of the data, if you want to modify it a little bit or is a very special type of data you want to create to watch, then it's currently not possible to easily do it in our traditional formula. by and also there is no ability to customize the data in FLDS in this function. So in this function, you can search whatever is available right now. However, you cannot create a new one. But using BQL, you can customize the data you want and then extract that data automatically. So again, let me use another example to illustrate the features. Say right now, you probably want to see, okay, for a stock, what is the difference between the highest price and the lowest price of the day? So you can measure like what is the maximum change of this stock on any trading day. So if you want to get this gap between high and low, currently, if you try to search it in our data field finder function, you'll find that we don't have this data field. So BDP or BDH, we don't have such data. So how you can get such what we call customized expression or customized data, you can use BQL. So by using BQL, what we can do is to create new data called gap between high and low by using px high minus px low, and then hit enter. So you will see right now is 4.6 for 700 Hong Kong equity, which is using the highest price it has ever reached minus the lowest price of the day and get you this gap. So what you can do is even to extract the PS high and PS low to verify whether or not this gap is correct. So what I do here, you see I input multiple data fields and then I again use the customized expression PS high minus PS low. So you will see this 4.6 is essentially customized by using 436.6 minus 432, which gets you 4.6. So in this way, first, you will be able to very quickly create the data that you want and extract the data. And secondly, you can see here it's very easy for you to check the data transparency so that you can verify the calculation is correct. So that would be the two benefits out of this feature, which is customize your own data expression. The third one is more about the fundamental data for company, which is what is called point time. This probably will be something that equity analyst or equity portfolio manager or anyone who's caring about equity asset class, that you will find this feature very useful. So let me just give you more color what point time means. So usually the companies, they view their fiscal year end is calendar year end, say December 31st, 2019, which is the fiscal year end for a company in 2019. However, it doesn't mean that on the day of December 31st, you will see what is the revenues reported by this company for its 2019 fiscal year. Usually, this type of fundamental financial data will be released in 2 months later or 3 months later. So back to the fiscal year end date, actually you have to know what is the actual number for that fiscal year. So if you're doing any back testing or any comparable sheets, this will be a very huge issue, which is point time. So I can confirm with you right now that BDH, BDP, BDS, in terms of extracting historical fiscal year fundamental data, it didn't take into account this point time issue. Say if I'm extracting the historical revenues from HSBC, then okay, let me show you with an example. Say right now I'm using BDH to extract the revenue reported for HSBC, which is by Hong Kong equity. This is Hong Kong ticker, and sales revenue here 2015 to 2019, say something like this. And then I want the annual numbers. So you can see that 837.47 million, this will be the revenue for its 2019 fiscal year. And you will see the data associated with it is December 31st, 2019. However, it doesn't mean that on this day, I can see this number. Actually, back to the day of 2019, December 31st, this number is still unknown. Okay, so using our traditional formula like BTP, BPH, it won't take into account this point in time issue. However, if using BQL, it will take that into consideration. So let me write an example using BQL, how it will handle this point in time issue in this case. So right now I'm using BQL, and again, I'm requesting for the data for HSBC and using the same sales revenue return. Here I would put the year as 2015 to 2019, and this annual number again, and I'm looking for actual numbers. So here I will say I want the date back to 2019 December 1st. So 2019 December 1st. So you will see that actually here, back to 2019 December 31st, we haven't know what is the revenue for this company. So it will show an 8. However, if you change the date to probably sometime later, like 2020 March 31st, sorry about this, you will see, you will get the same number, which is the same output as BDH here. So this is what we call point in time issue. By change the date parameters here, it slightly takes you into we help you to write a time machine and take you back on the historical date to see what is the latest fundamental data you will get as of that moment. Okay, so let me just quickly pause here to see for the first three feature, is there any questions I can answer so far? Or is there anything that you want me to clarify again? So just now I went through the first three features, which is streamline your formulas and customize the data you want, and as well as the point in time issue if you are requesting for fundamental data. Is there any questions I can help answer right now? I'm sorry, I'm seeing no. Oh, sure. So Sarah here says yes. May I know what is your question, Sarah? Sure. So for this workbook, I will send you after this webinar to your email. So no worries about that. And the formula examples I used today will also be included in this workbook. So no worries. Just for reference, the formulas I'm using right now is this one. So let me copy and paste it to the chat. So this one is for point in time, and this one for airlines is for the streamline is for streamline your formulas. Let me quickly change it. So B2 to B19 is essentially the list of stock that you can update it from your end. Okay, so these are the two formulas that I'm using to demonstrate. Okay, so if no further question, let me just continue from here. Okay, so the fourth and the fifth feature, which is about field rationalism and also standardized overrides, actually they can be one features, which is about standardization. So one of another limitation that we are seeing from our traditional formula is that we create different data field for different numbers. One of the very typical example is the estimate. Okay, so if you want to see what is the estimate that different sales and analysts pose against the company's future earning ability, which is EPS, then if you search in our data field finder called FLDS, you will see for actual number is called IS underscore EPS. So this is the actual reported number, which is stored in this data field. However, for futures, which is the estimate for the EPS, we created another data field called BEST underscore EPS. So the first one here. So if you want to build up again a comparable sheet which shows the historical earnings per shares as well as the future estimate earnings per share on the same row, then you need to use these two data fields interchangeably. This will cause a lot of trouble if you want to compile a huge list of different companies, and it's quite difficult to align the dates and also align the cell reference as well. But in BQL, we no longer have such differentiation. We will what we call standardize the fields and standardize the overrides. So it makes the logic a lot clearer. Let me just show you a very quick example by using the estimates here. For how you can how you can code your own BQL query, no worries. We will come to that part just probably in 2 or 3 minutes later. So right now I will just write this formula because I'm quite familiar with this, just for demonstration purpose. Say again, I'm looking for the earnings for HSBC, the earnings historical numbers or estimate number, it doesn't matter. So what I need to do is essentially first input the ticker, and then we are using just the IS underscore EPS, this one field. However, we input different parameters inside to adjust the data output, or we adjust whether it's an actual numbers or an estimate number. So this can be done by a parameter called AE. So if we are using AE equals to AE, which means if it's a historical year, then we get actual number. And if it's a future year, then we will get the estimate number. So you see here, I no longer use best EPS or SEPS to differentiate the difference. I just using one formula, one parameter to adjust that. So right now, again, let me input the reference period. Say I'm requesting for the earnings per share number from 2015 to 2022. So is that so basically from 2020, which is this year, to 2022, we should be able to see the estimate number because it hasn't happened, right? So let me input here, and again, I want annual earnings per share numbers. So you see again, this is only one formulas and one data field, and by single click, you can see this very nice time series has already extracted by you for you. So for the year before 2020, these are our actual number that you can match in our financial analysis function, FA. And for this three, they are estimate number since it hasn't happened. So what if you want to just check the actual number? So I don't care whether it's 2020 fiscal year right now or not. I just want to check the latest actual number in the past, starting from 2015. That's easy. You can just delete the E here. So AE right now only equals to A, which stands for actual numbers. And hit enter. So you can see here, for the cell that is after 2020, right now it returns NA, which means that it doesn't have any estimate number. It only have actual number, which is before 2020. So similarly, you can change it to only E, then you are requesting for estimate data. But yeah, you will see because the estimate number is stored in our database. So these are essentially the historical consensus as of that day for that fiscal year. That's how we can interpret this formula. But the core idea is that I want to stress the feature of BQL that it helps you to save the trouble of memorizing or differentiating different data fields. by adjusting the parameters inside, you'll be able to get different type of data and adjust the parameter based on what you want. So it can help you to, again, customize the data you are requesting for. So that's the benefit of this third and fourth feature, which is field rationalism and standardized overrides. Last but not least, of course, because we are able to input multiple tickers into one formula. That is to say, based on this list, we are able to do further analysis like screening or aggregation. So right now inside our terminal, we have provided you a lot of different screening tools, say for screening equity type of security, we can use E2S, our equity screening tool. And if you are looking for fixed income search, we also have a function called SRCH. So you can search for like Chinese offshore bonds or a bond issued by a company, etc. So we try to use B2L to replicate these two functions or any other similar search function inside the Excel. So you don't need to perform the same analysis in the terminal and extract the static data from terminal again and again. So by using B2L, you'll be able to perform screening and aggregation just in Excel and update your criteria based on what you want and what you need, so that it helps you to save a lot of time to go back and forth from terminal to Excel. And also in terms of aggregation, you can imagine that actually it can help you to efficiently save a lot of data. Say right now I want to check what are the average performance or year-to-date total return for the sectors in the index. Previously, you need to first download the members from our MBMB function, this one. So right now I'm doing this for S&P index. So you will need to go to the members function first, get the list of members, and then you will need to also get each individual total return. Say total returns here, FLDS, and using Apple as an example. Yes, you will need to get this total return number for each individual company as well. Then the third data you will need to get is the sector. Because right now I mentioned this is a by sector analysis, right? So the third data you need to do is the sector for each individual company. After you get all these free data, you then do a PV table to do the sum. But from your end, actually you are requesting three sets of data, and for S&P is like 5 and 5 members in the list. So it's like you're requesting for 5 and 5 numbers, data points times 3. This will be the total data usage if you're using our traditional formula. However, if using B2L formula, we can request the member list just within one formula. So we can use B2L members and then get the member list from SPS index and get the total return grouped by GICX sector name. And then do sum. So, do average. So we can check by sector what is the average total return for SMPS members. Here. Okay, so you will see only 11 data point is written. So right now we are reducing your data usage from 505 times 3 to right now only 11 data points. And also this result can be written very quick, just within like 2 or 3 seconds. It saves you a lot of trouble to go through different functionality inside a terminal and use the multiple formula to extract data and then do the consolidation by PV table. So in terms of time, it's also a very time effective tool as well. So that's the benefits for the last feature, which is about screening and aggregation. So by so far, I hopefully everyone can have a better idea of what BQL can do and how we can use BQL to improve your day-to-day data extraction workflow. Right now, let me go to the second part of today's agenda, which is about how you can call your own BQL formula. So before we start the explanation on basic syntax, any questions so far regarding the last three features here? So Sarah asked about what is FPT I used in the formula just now. So for this question, I will explain more details when we are talking about like basic syntax later. So no worries about that. For the time frame question, aggregation example. So for this question, again, I will explain it in the basic syntax section because it will involve the default parameters being used for the data field. So yes, let me get back to you later, probably just 5 minutes later. Or any other question? Okay, let me also place this formula I used here. You can also try this out from your end in your Excel. This will be the example for bisector analysis. And this is the example for the field standardization and the parameter standardization as well. Yeah. Okay, so I assume there's no more question about the feature part. So now let's take a look how you can do your own BQL query. So the idea is actually very straightforward. Just three parts you need to care about. What is the universe? That is to say, for what securities you want to extract the data for. You want to extract the data for. And also second part, what are the data fields? That is to say, you need to tell our BQL formula what are the things that you want to check or you want to export, right? So that would be the second part, data fields. Last but not least, we can add additional parameters to either change the layout of your data table or change the natures of your data. Say just now I use px high minus px low to create a gap of the stock trading price of the day between the highest and the lowest. So what if I want to get historical gaps in the past? Then we can add dates parameters to get the historical time series for such data. So by using different parameters and override, you can either change the currency, change the time frame you are checking, or even you can change the data table layout. Say, I don't want to show the headers, I want to hide the data, etc. So for this type of adjustment, you will also need to rely on parameters part. So essentially, BQL are just these three parts: universe, data fields, and parameters. So let me start with the first one, which is universe. So from the first part, I mentioned that one of the key advantage of BQL is that it allows you to input multiple tickers. So here, universe, you can just input one single stock, like 5 Hong Kong equity. Or if you are putting multiple stock, then you can use the comma to separate them. Say 5 Hong Kong equity or JP Morgan US equity or Citi US equity, etc. So in this way, we are passing a list of tickers to this universe part. So this is the second type of syntax that you can input multiple tickers. And also, just now I performed the bisector analysis, right? So you will notice that I'm using a function called members to get a list of index members. So again, this will be another valid type of universe that you can use in BQL, which is to export the member list for the index. And also, last but not least, if you are having a portfolio uploaded in our PRTU function, that's to say you have built your own portfolio in our terminal. Then also you can use BQL to extract the list of your portfolio members. So how you can check the syntax, or how you can check how you should input these functions to request for this universe. The first tool I would recommend everyone to try is here from Bloomberg. In your Excel, we have a Bloomberg Excel add-in here. And then you can see we have different builders for you to create your own functions and formula to extract data. Inside, we have a BQL builder. So you can click this one. You don't need to memorize the syntax at all. So if you just start to use BQL, I would recommend you to use this BQL builder as a quick start. So from here, security, which means this is the universe part of our formula. You can input, say, SPS index, and then it will automatically help you to input these members functions inside. And also for data fields is just like the command line inside our panel, where you can quickly key the keyword to search for appropriate data. Just now we are searching for the total return. So I can import total return here by typing the keyword and then select this one. Sorry, it should be total return. Total return. And select this one. Okay, so in this way, if you don't know what is the exact functions that you need to use to extract that list, then you can use our BQL builder to quickly either by type and search from the drop-down menu, or using this cell referencing tool to do a cell referencing to your list. So it would be like the airline example we checked earlier, where I do a cell referencing for the list in B column. So you can also do it here in BQL builder. And also, secondly, it will also allows you to search for the data fields you can use in BQL. So for the data fields, most of the data is supported in BQL. You can search them in FLDS. So most of the data fields in here is supported also in BQL. However, there are probably some cases that the data we haven't added to the BQL database. So if you find that you are getting an NA for that data, please come to this BQL builder and then search here to see whether it appears in the drop-down menu. The revenue by segmentations. This is some type of bulk data that our equity client also interested in a lot. So if you check segmentation, you will see there is no return at all from the drop down. So by this way, you will be able to see what kind of data is supported here in BQL. Okay, and last but not least, for parameters and overrides, you can also check in here in BQL Builder. So just now, Sarah asked, what is the what is the time frame we use to calculate this total return? So essentially, we will assign some what we call default parameters to each data field. That is to say, if you haven't specified any parameters, we will use that value as the input. So you can click here, and then the next field. Okay, let me do this one. And then the next page, it will shows you the parameters you can use for the for this data field. So by default, for total return is calculating the past 1 year's total return, starting from today. And then if you want to change that interval, that calculation interval, you can do it here. Say, I no longer care about the past 1 year total return as of today. I want to see the total return in 2019. What you can do is from here, start date, I select 2019. And then for the time, I want January 1st. Okay, sorry, 2019. And then the end time, I want December 31st, 2019. And also you can see currency here, we can allow you to change the currency. So right now, by default, it's of course using the trading currency, but say I care about the total return in Hong Kong dollar, then I can also change to Hong Kong dollar as well here. So I can save it, and then let me just open another cell and select a cell to execute my query. Okay, so you will see this will be the output from our BQL builder. It automatically to input the members function so that you can extract the universe of SAPS index members and also input the total return data field. And this return will be based on the parameters we select, which is from 2019 January 1st to December 31st, 2019. So the whole year total return. In this way, you can also change the time frame very easily. So that's how we can create your own BQL formula by using BQL builder. However, for the full list of example or for the syntax reference, we built functions inside the panel, which you also have the access right now. Is called BQLX. This one. So if you type BQLX in your timeline, you will be directed to this page. So if you give the introduction to BQL, examples and resources based on the different asset classes here about. Say I'm focusing on equities, and I want to see what kind of Excel template I can use, or I need to tutorial I can put, and I can put here BQL equities and the resources, and then check the express here. Okay, so let me just share this link with you in the chat. So, sorry, there's a question. What happened to that? Oh, so it means that you are still not able to see the Bloomberg builder in your Excel. Is that correct? If you can see Bloomberg admin and if you click this BQL builder, you can use it. That means you are already using the latest version of our admin. But just in case you want to update it of a different version. Oh, you mean the BQL builder, the layout is a little bit different from mine and yours? Is that correct? I see. For this BQL builder, we recently upgraded the layout. Right now, we are still testing this internally, and we are trying to upgrade it batch by batch. So no worries about that. You don't need to do anything. So if it's your batch to be upgraded later, then you will see one day this BQL builder will be updated, and you will see a different layout. So no worries about that. You don't need to do anything. Okay. So BQLX would be another very useful resources that you can take reference. So from here, we will give you syntax explanation, data fields, parameters, list, and also there are a lot of Excel templates so that you can just open, change the maker, and use it directly. Say we have this what we call equities scorecard. So you can assign score to your stocks based on different measurements. Say if the stock have high market cap, then assign score 1 to it. And finally, you want to screen for those stocks who has very high score and put that into a portfolio. So for this type of workflow solution, we also provide that here in BQLX. So please feel free to explore this page if you have time after this webinar. This is very useful and a lot of information you can find here. And also, of course, we have our local BQL support team in each region. So if you have any question regarding the syntax or how to modify the parameters, please feel free to press F1 by twice and then reach out to our help desk. We will route your questions to BQL support team, and you will get timely help from there. So that will be the first sources that you can get help regarding the syntax. But so far, if you want to try to construct the formula by your own, just need to remember three things: what stocks or what securities, what is the data that you are requesting for, and also what other parameter you want to input. So for some of the commonly used parameters, which is not showing the BQL builder, you can find it in the bottom of the basic syntax tab. So this will help you to say hide the days or fill the missing value you can also try it as well. The input for this kind of parameter is usually T stands for true, F stands for false. Say you want to show the headers, then you will use show headers equals to true. So show headers equals to true, like this. So it will show the header. So F will help you to hide the holders, etc. So yes, this will we here list out some examples. Then probably you can try out later. I will skip this part because of time concern. So last but not least, let me go to the aggregation and screening example, which is more interesting. So just now I mentioned that how we can input the different multiple tickers into one BQL formula and do the aggregation. There are some key functions that probably need to pay attention to. One is, of course, the members functions. To request for a list of members. And if you are having a portfolio, you can find from BQLX and then BQL for portfolio, this one, BQL for portfolios. After you open inside, you will see for getting the members from your portfolio in PRTU is again using members. But inside, you need to input the port ID you find from your PRTU functions, and also input another parameter called type equals to port. So this will be the syntax if you are requesting for the members from your portfolio. Let me also paste this one as well. Okay, so this will be how we can extract multiple tickers. And in terms of doing aggregation, we need to put it into a group. So another key function we will use in aggregation is called GROUP, group. So what this function doing is that we put all those multiple tickers into the same group, and then we can do additional analysis or add additional functions out of it. Say, just now I'm doing the average outside this group. So I am trying to put the members into different sectors. So here I've used group, data fields, comma, and the second argument I put here is the group criteria. So I will tell the formula what data I'm trying to do the grouping and based on what criteria I want to group it. So right now, every members that belongs to the same GICX sector will be grouped together. And outside of this, I put an additional function called AVG, stands for average. So right now, it's performing average calculations based on each group here. So here comes the question, okay, how I can find what are the functions I can use out of this group? Again, I will recommend you to take a reference in our BQLX page. And then from BQL for equities, resources. If you click here, you can find we have a guide, this one, guide, function reference, this one. So if you open it, sorry, it's downloaded. Let me just quickly open to show you what it looks like. So if you click to download and open it, you will see tables like this. So by different purpose, we have already provided you a list of useful functions you can add outside of group, or you can apply it in your BQL query. Say I want to find out what is the highest day-to-day return for Apple, like the examples here. What I do is simply add the max functions out of this data field, just like how we add AVG out of that group data fields. So right now, max has been applied to this day-to-day return data for this time range, and it will return me the largest value of this time series. So it will see only one data point because it's the maximum or the highest value Okay, so by different by different analytical purpose, what functions you can use, you can find a full list of here. For grouping, here we also provide you a list. So group, yeah, this is pull data into the same group, and by using group average, it can help you to return what is the average number of that group, etc. So please feel free to explore this useful Excel called function reference, which you will find a lot of functions that you can apply to the BQL query. So that's how we usually need to do aggregation. Usually just members and then group and then add additional functions outside. So for group here, just want to quickly remind that the syntax data item, like what data you want to group by what criteria. So again, the data item or the criteria you can also find from FLDS or BQL Builder. So that's the part for aggregation. For screening, similarly, you will need to use members or the syntax we use to extract a list of portfolio members. However, if you will see another additional function applied out of the members part. It's called filter. This one, filter. So to do screening, we need to use filter and then add the criteria we want to filter in this members universe. Say right now, this example is filtering the members from UKS index. And then what is the criteria? The criteria is GICX sector name equals to financials. So in this way, we are extracting the stocks or the companies only belongs to financials industry. So anything that is out of financial industry, it won't be included in our universe part. So in terms of screening, filter is a very important function that you need to remember and you need to understand how you can use it. You can, of course, use only one filter, but adding different criteria. Say I have criteria 1 and criteria 2 and etc. So you can see the large connection word here is and, or if you want include another criteria which is not exclusive, then you can use or. So we use this type of connection to concatenate the criteria together in your filter functions. And what you can do is also wrap the filters by another filter function. Say right now, out of this universe, I want to further filter those ones who's having market cap larger than 100 million. Then what I need to do right now is to input another filter out of it. So filter, and then here I will treat this as another universe, and then input my criteria. So right now I want to input filters and using market cap larger than 100 million. Probably this will be USD. Okay, so in this way, you see, right now I'm not only filtering based on just one level, which is sector level. I'm also filtering it based on the market cap level. So this is what we call multiple filtering or nested filtering. So in terms of screening, if you have any additional criteria, you can just pass into the filter functions, or you can find out that we again have a lot of examples here under different asset class. Say we have this one, BQL for equity scoring, screening, and aggregation. So inside, we actually prepare some templates where you can just quickly change the criteria, and then it will change the output for you. Say this is one of the scoring card model we have, which is using the filtering as well as the normal BQL query format here. So you can just change the data item and then change your criteria. So this will require a useful template for you to explore if you want to have more information on how to use BQL to do aggregate and screening. So this one from resources, and then tutorial, equity screening, scoring, screening, and aggregation. Okay, so by far we have went through the BQL basic syntax, and also I have introduced some of the useful tools you can utilize to build up your own BQL query. Last but not least, I also stress the key functions you need to use in terms of doing aggregation and screening. Regarding these two parts, is there any questions from you guys that I can help answer right now? So let me see. Yeah, so this will be the name for the template I mentioned just now. That you can find out. So if not, I think that will be all from my end regarding this introduction to BQL section. Going forward, we will have more specific as the class focus BQL back here. Say BQL for ports or BQL for fixed income, commodity